Okay. It's Wednesday. It's 10 minutes past 2 o'clock p.m. and today is going to be an insightful one. If you just tuned into Z, you're listening to Delpy. This is the Z Tech Show, and today we're going to have a very interesting conversation. We have a lot to discuss, we have a lot to dive into. So, we're going to go right into the tech stories of the day before moving into anything for the day. But I want to also add that you should please make sure you're following us on social media at ZFM for Instagram, Facebook, and X at ZFMGH, on TikTok and YouTube is Z Multimedia. You could alternatively search for ZTV on YouTube and you should see our stream currently live, as we are going to be doing a lot. We're going to be doing a lot today and I want you to be a part of this. We've all heard about vibe coding. It's been a current trend now. And apparently, the actual coders, the people who code hardcore, are like, this thing. So we're here to find out if it's actually the future. Is it actually being? Is it going to be something that people should pursue? Is it better than actual coding or not? And like I said, we're just going to dive right into the tech news of the day. So don't go anywhere. Quick music break. We'll be right back.
You're tuned in to Z 101.9 FM. Leisure and Business Radio.
Starting off with the tech stories and the trending tech news of the day, Malawi is inviting Ghana to replicate digital innovation success. At the current Mobile World Congress 2026 in Barcelona, Malawi's Minister of Information and Digitalization, Dr. Shadrach Namalumba, invited Ghana's Communications Minister Samuel Nate George to help replicate Ghana's digital innovation successes in Malawi. So, some George, who recently led Ghanaian tech firms to secure a $60 million amount in Zambia, said Malawi is seeking support in fintech, digital ID, e-government, agri-tech, health tech, AI systems, and more. He also noted that Ghana will soon send a delegation of 15 to 20 people or tech businesses to Malawi, stressing that exporting Ghanaian solutions across Africa fits his vision of continental integration and regulatory harmonization, enabling cross border digital trade and reducing reliance on external tech giants. I know they'll ship Elon Musk there pretty soon because, yeah. Either way, the next story we have here is the fact that the cabinet has approved the new SIM registration and 5G auction, meaning that the communication minister Samuel Nate George has said that cabinet has approved a new SIM registration exercise with mandatory biometric verification and a central data hub at the National Communications Authority, alongside a register to block stolen or fraud-linked devices. He added that a revised legislative instrument is being prepared, while Cabinet has also approved a competitive 5G spectrum auction to ensure universal rollout, a move welcomed by telecom companies, though they cautioned that the heavy investment and fair pricing policy direction will be needed. So you need to be ready to go and re-register your SIM cards. That sums it up for the tech news of the week. We're going to dive right into the conversation after this short, and I mean short, music break. Okay, we're going right into the conversation today. I have here in the studios with me two amazing gentlemen. And today's going to be a debate. This session is going to be very aggressive. I hope so, because we're going to hear we're going to hear a different side of things. I want to hear Nana Kweku's take. I want to hear what Sasu would also say. But before that, I'm going to introduce them to you, and I'll let them do that introduction themselves. I have on my right Nana Kweku, popularly known as Prom Elon Musk, the one who is not the content creator, but also he's not an influencer. He's just a content creator. And Nana Kweku, welcome back. Thank you for coming again.
Thank you so much for having me here, bro.
How's it been? How's it been so far?
Cool, Charlie,
Yeah.
cool,
Any projects incoming?
I've got a couple of things I'm working on. But right now, the senior vice president is the chief of staff.
All right, I have Sasu too as well. Sasu, what's up? Everything cool? That's beautiful. You are what do you do? You're a vibe coder full time. If you so. Okay, we're going to just dash up right into the conversation. Kweku, Nana Kweku, you are against the fact that we shouldn't be using vibe coding.
You have put me against the fact that we shouldn't use vibe coding, but yes, I'm against it.
You don't believe. Okay, so let's put it this way. You don't believe that.
I have my reservations when it comes to vibe coding.
But first off, okay, so I want Sasu to be. Since Sasu is the main topic is about vibe coding, and you are going against it. I want him to explain in simple terms what vibe coding means and what vibe coding is.
So vibe coding, I'll say basically a developer who is experimenting and doesn't.
Who is experimenting and a developer who is experimenting and doesn't go by strict rules. Simple. If somebody is like, if my mother is listening, how would she understand something like this? Okay.
It's basically a developer, right, who uses AI or tools to assist them to speed up their work.
So instead of traditional IDs and having to if else, if
no planning, no have to sit down and plan the whole thing.
Yeah.
Just go.
Yeah. All right, beautiful. You are for the motion.
Yeah, I'm for the motion.
You believe the vibe coding should be a thing.
It's a thing.
Uh-huh.
It's a thing.
What is your reason for that?
Because future now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why not? AI is stay. So why don't you adapt to it?
We should adapt to it.
Embrace it.
And you think it should replace actual coding?
It is replacing actual coding.
No. The question for you is: do you think it should replace actual coding?
It should.
It should replace it.
It should.
There's no. Okay, I'll come there. Please, the mic is yours now. So, what do you think about this? Are you in the belief that it shouldn't or it should assist?
Okay. As of now, many, I don't think that we can remove existing coders and put vibe coders there. I don't think it's going to work. I do believe in slow, consistent, iterative methods of building until we both achieve what we want to achieve, which is the final product. Yeah.
So what would you tell this guy who thinks that it's supposed to be? Because the debate, I want you to come up with your points.
Let me blow your mind.
Okay.
Sasu actually works for me. That's why as he sent me the flyer, I said, this guy you want to carry on.
So I was asking you yesterday.
Bro, me and Sasu started crazy contest from back in the day for this vibe coding.
And now he thinks he's...
Right now he said he's senior man. Congrats. Yeah, so when we started building Q, Sasu and I, was me, Sasu Kojo, Okponglu, a bunch of different developers. We actually all met on TikTok, and I brought them to our office in East Legon. And yeah, I'll tell you a story. So we're building the whole Momo WhatsApp thing. And I said, okay, it would be cool if we had an analytics engine, right?
Okay.
And I gave the job to Sasu. I said, okay, Sasu, please build an analytics engine for me. Basically, what's going to happen is it's going to review all your transactions and then say, okay, cool. I think that based off the transactions you've done this week, you make this transaction. You will buy cocoa tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
So tomorrow at 8 a.m., I'll ask you, hey, are you ready to buy the cocoa? And then when you say yes, I'll do the transaction for you. Sasu built this thing like this. I said, wow.
In a short amount of time.
Bro, I was blown away. He built, I remember that so well. I don't know if he still has that build. He built it. I said, wow, that's so cool. Okay, cool. And I said, okay, so how are you invoking the APIs? So I still watch my face say, Bro, mind you, this is a fully working application.
Right.
All ready to go. So I still say, what be APIs? Where I say, oh, no, that's not even what happened. He didn't say what's APIs. He said, I was asking him, is he invoking the APIs from the backend, like from the Python script, or is invoking it from the JavaScript?
Okay.
Bro was lost.
Wait, the product does not look like it was built with AI.
Bro, the product looked like the product was professional to the T. It was everything that I needed to do was doing.
Okay.
But I think that there was one variable that was not firing, and it was a change in my infrastructure from my end.
Okay.
So when I changed the backend, I said, oh, Sasu, add, I think it was user ID or something. Add user ID to the body. Bro was lost. Bro couldn't even figure out. I had to go through the code myself and say, okay, this is where it is. And it was like, I didn't even know that this was there. And that's the problem, right? Is that people think that software is pick and drop. If software was pick and drop, Google will stop hiring. That's not how that is. It's iterative. We are all growing together. I'm your engineer. You are the one who has specific things you want to be achieved. So when you tell me, then I'll build it and modify it, and we'll do it iteratively until we get to where we want to get to. But the ideology of it being pick and drop, like, oh, you put in the prompt, it's done, and then you put it in, and you're not going to start it again for 40 years, and you're going to be making money from it. It's very comedic. That's why I think that, as of now, vibe coding is not sustainable. You can use it to make noise. You build an application, you come online and say you've built an application, people jump on it and things. But when it breaks, you need actual engineers who understand what's happening to be able to come and rectify the solutions for you.
Sasu? Please, the mic is yours. What would you say? What would you say about this?
In my defense,
Yes.
he told me.
Push the mic a little bit for me.
He told me to add a user ID.
Okay.
I was like, okay, cool. Give me time. I'll do it for you.
Wait, I actually like the fact I didn't know that Sasu was working for you. So I like the fact that both of you are here and there are different sides of the thing. Continue.
I told him, give me time. I'll do it for you. He wanted the thing yesterday.
Okay.
Took pressure.
Calm down.
He wanted the thing yesterday, and I'm prompting. I told him, give me time. And I was using an old database. I was using Postgres at that time.
Okay.
And he was always laughing at me. I was like, okay, cool, give me time. I'll add it for you. Just give me time. Then he took the thing and did it himself.
How long did it take you to do it?
Were you using Superbees?
No, I was using Zamp.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look out.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your defense to this? He thinks that because
I missed a user ID.
Yes.
Yeah, I missed that. That was why I missed.
So calm down. Wait, you come back.
When I showed it to him, he liked it. He was like, "Wow, it's working." He was blown away. I was like, "It's working." Things were even in there. Didn't expect it to be there, but it was like, "Wow." Just a user ID. I was like, give me time, I'll do it for you.
And do you think this is something that could have been fixed?
Fixed in in 2 minutes, done.
All with vibe coding.
All with vibe coding.
No need.
When he even gave me the file to import, he was like, this database can it handle? I was like, it can handle. I told him this, so I extracted the CSV into the database, all with vibe coding.
Did you demonstrate it to him that it will work?
He tested it himself, yes. But it was failing from his end because he made some changes. So it was failing from his end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so are software engineers in trouble like this?
Not really, but some are in trouble.
And this is because you have a background in software engineering, if I'm not wrong. What program did you study?
Computer science.
Computer science.
Yeah.
So you are building on that. And this is somebody who you're a computer science student.
Yeah.
You've played with platforms. What was your preferred programming language?
Python.
If you want to go full programming.
Python. Yeah.
Good. So you've done Python, you've done some stuff with Python, and you are saying that you don't need that anymore.
It's not that you don't need it. So
come with the argument or let me understand.
So you see, my whole vibe coding is like, okay, you understand what you are doing. You prompt the AI that, oh, yo, bro, I want to do this in Python. Do it for me. It gets it done. You look at it. It's like, okay, it's working. You check for vulnerabilities and all of that. The AI does all of that for you. You get it?
Yeah.
Because the AI, you tell the AI that, oh, okay, bro, I'm the user. I'm entering this in the login form, on the login form, right? Check if this will happen. If this will happen, it tests it and be like, okay, this is what is happening. I'll fix that for you. And does that perfectly.
My DJ here is a DJ.
Yeah.
He has never, I'm not sure he's studied IT in any way, right?
Yeah.
He's never been to school. You're saying that he can just wake up, one day, pick a platform,
Yeah.
lovable, windsurf, whatever, anti-gravity,
Exactly.
and then just start telling the AI that, can you do this for me with just normal text?
Normal text.
For
Exactly.
and I'm doing this because for those who are listening and for those who are listening from afar and don't understand what vibe coding is, what it basically means is you are basically chatting with an AI to build something for you. It could be a platform, could be a service, could be a website or anything. It could be a mobile app. All you need to do is to just describe what you want, right? And that is why they call it vibe coding, because it's just you're just chilling. You're just texting with a platform and you're telling it that, yo, Charlie, I want this. Okay, maybe change this color. Maybe instead of having to, you need a CSS or JavaScript something to make it functional. The AI builds everything for you.
Exactly.
But I've noticed this. Even if you're doing this, there's still a code base for it.
Yeah.
Amidst all the vibe coding thing, there's still a code base for it.
Exactly.
So don't you think software engineering is still needed? Because in the case where there's a problem, I've noticed one real problem that comes with this, and that's the fact that some people talk about security issues. Like, there's always a loophole. Just yesterday, I realized that the owners of Moltbot, I don't know if you know, they sold it to Facebook, and it was completely built on vibe coding. I didn't even know that. That's the vibe coded the entire thing.
Yeah.
But they said when they vibe coded it first, there were security breaches. There were some things that had leaked, vulnerabilities in there. How does someone prevent something like that if they're vibe coding? Let's say what he asked you to build.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there were no vulnerabilities.
Perfect.
Let him defend it. Give me the mic. Let him defend it.
Don't do this.
Please take the mic.
You brought that guy, he didn't even understand what that's the problem. Your man didn't understand what he was doing. No. He had no idea. He just told the guy that, this is what Nana Cook is sending me. Give him a phone so that I can send it back. And I said, change one thing. And that's the problem. It's if you are not understanding what you are cooking, how should I eat that what you are cooking is good? You need a thorough. That's how I feel. I could be wrong. I think that vibe coding is for business people.
Okay.
It's not for engineers. It's okay if you have AI that assists you. Right now, I work with a front-end engineer. His name is Ade. Shout out to Ade. Ade uses Kesa like his slave. Like, we went to do an onboarding over the weekend. We're there for 4 hours, bro. Your man he wasn't pressing. He was coding all right. But when I build the backend and I give him the API, 17 seconds, your man finishes. I'll push test time. I say, but I use AI to assist me, right? So if I'm opening up a new route here, I want a function that will retain a piece of text, right? I will tell the AI that I want it like this. Then I'll read over the code. And I don't like to waste time. Like, sometimes AI prompting gets very iterative when you're trying to express what you want. Like, do it this way, no, do it this way, no, do this way, add this one, To me, I find that very time wasting. If I do this 1, 2, 3, you don't understand, I'll start writing the code. When I reach where I feel like you can understand, I'll highlight the code and say, okay, this is what I meant. Now finish this for me. So I believe in it assisting, because at the end of the day, I'm the architect. I'm the one who's building the solution. It's there to help me. It's not there to do all the work for me. But once again, Charlie, I could be wrong.
One issue software developers have in their relationships.
Go on.
Is time.
I thought you were going to say, okay.
No, I'm not going to say it. And it's basically because you're always spending time on your screens, coding, fixing bugs, and looking for all these things.
Yeah.
Don't you think speed or efficiency is much more better with using vibe coding? Because let me give you another example. Recently, Kojo Forex there was something on Twitter, I think X, there was an argument that Kojo Forex built something, and he asked a software developer or a software engineer to build the same thing in a short amount of time. There was a confusion there, so that's what that argument, I don't want to even come in there. But do you think that what Sasu did in the amount of time that he spent doing that, you could have done that at the same possible time rate?
No.
So doesn't that give vibe coding a bigger advantage?
Okay. You see that when you are falling in love, right?
Relationship, let's go.
Relationship. You have what you call the honeymoon phase, where it's like 2 weeks, sometimes it's 2 months of, oh my God, the best person in my life. How was I living without you? Then if the honeymoon phase clear your eye, now you see the person for who they really are. That's how I feel vibe coding is. I'll tell you another story.
Okay.
When we started building Q, there was a front-end guy I worked with. He's a mobile guy. He knows Flutter. He doesn't know React, those things. I said, oh, we need a landing page in a dashboard. The meeting is tomorrow. I'm going to use my mouse. We can do it. Okay, bro, do one. The guy sat down. He used anti-gravity. That was the first time I had anti-gravity.
Yeah.
The guy do one, but I finished the thing. I said, wow.
Very fast.
It was clean. It was clean. And I said, oh, the graph, let's add 2 more days because it was Monday to Friday and the week. Let's add 2 more days. The man said, okay, he wants to sit down, do one. I said, you want to sit down? It will be 2 variables you go add, make you reflect. He said, you want to sit down? I said, okay, sit down. Your man did on the job almost 3 days. Almost 3 days, no, we add the extra 2, bro. Your man just the iterate and it's like, it's very obvious that. And I looked at the code base, I was like, oh, you didn't understand what I was saying, which is okay, right? But this thing where I tell you, you just go add 2 other variables to your GS. That's it, bro. And that's the problem. But if you give him a stack where, if you give him mobile, he go build for you. But I feel like, look, the speed there is important from start to finish, right? If you kick off, everything is fire. Yeah. Okay. Now you have to iterate it to fit what the client wants or what you are actively trying to build. It's cool if you have AI, but sometimes when you shift a little to the left, right, you end up building something completely different. Completely different.
And I find that the UI, they're mostly similar.
The UI.
Yeah.
Go on.
Could they? Oh, sorry. I want to ask Sasu. Could you, if I see a page that is vibe coded, I can tell.
Yeah.
Right. As much as I can.
Yes.
As much as I've seen. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Most of the UIs look the same. It's either it has a gradient in there.
Yeah.
It has this
purple
shadow in the background.
Yeah.
Is there a fix for this? Do you think
There is. So it depends on your prompting, on what you want, right? If you're like, oh, cook up this homepage for me, and you're not specific to what you want, it just does what it wants. You have to be specific with your prompts. I can show you pages that are vibe coded that doesn't look vibe coded.
I'll look at that after.
Yeah.
I'll take a look at that after. I want to know, now this is a question for both of you. Do you think vibe coding can survive in environments like fintech? You want to give it to Sasu, the other one? Yeah. Give me your reasons. Do you think it can survive? Be honest.
To be honest with me, I have a video on that. No.
Why?
That's a different playing field. Okay. That's a different playing
field.
field.
Can you explain into detail for those listening?
So you see, in fintech like this, there's a lot of concurrency, and then there's like money is involved, right? And then a lot of values. This accounts have to update when this leaves the account, this back and forth. And then you see, it hasn't gotten to the level whereby a vibe coder can sit down and be like, understand that whole infrastructure and then make it work. So vulnerabilities will be a lot in there, like a lot.
So like you'd suggest that if you're building something in fintech,
don't touch it.
There.
Don't touch it. Me, I won't touch it.
Which avenues do you think can use vibe coding?
So let's see, small businesses, like you're starting a business like this, you need something, a website or something, maybe something to handle some, let's say 500 users or something, plus not something to that large scale. Yeah, something small.
Why? What happens when it's large scale?
When it's large scale, you know you can handle it. You believe that you can handle it. Why not go for it? But I believe I can handle it, so I'll go for it. Yeah. But if you're starting...
No, I want to understand the handling thing. Like,
so you see, the vibe coding is broad, and there are levels to it.
Yeah.
You get it. So with me like this, I feel like I've done it consistently to the extent that I know I can handle some tasks. You get. So somebody like, let's say, you like this, you're starting vibe coding. You have no idea of anything. You just want something to manage your customers. Yeah. Something simple. You cook it, and it's okay. It's working for you. There are no vulnerabilities and all of that. Right. It's just working. Yeah. But if you want something on a large scale, that is where you tend to think more. Like now.
So it's more about the thinking.
Yeah, more
I was thinking maybe the user base is not going to be enough. Like maybe there's not going to be enough.
Maybe you want some automations here and there, and then it's like we are doing it, it's not working out. You just need something to work out for you.
So another way you suggest that we use.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, please go ahead, blast him.
Oh no! I actually do think that vibe coding can work in fintech, dependent on your role. Now the beautiful thing about AI is you are able to use less people to achieve a lot more, which is a good thing in a weird way, right? So I would rather work with a seasoned engineer who depends on AI than a newbie who thinks that they can move the world with AI. My guy, Adi, shout out to Adi again because I think he's so cool, right? Adi is a seasoned engineer. Adi has gone through React boot camps and things. Adi and I started building like 3-4 years ago. So if I serve him the job, Adi they finish him. I know that he's using AI, but I'm comfortable because I know that he is in charge. But if you give the job to Sasu, if you give the job to Sasu and Sasu is now cooking it, you will be afraid. You will be afraid because somebody where you don't know where the API calls the source from. Well. And that's the problem is that, look, it's okay if you are moving really quickly, but I need to know that you are in control. You are in control. If the AI they lean left, you go tell the AI to stop. Ade showed me his like the number of tokens the number of suggestions that Kesa will give him and the number of suggestions that he accepts. And the graph is, if it's 100, he accepts like 20. Because it's not everything, like the AI, they feel hallucinate. If it carry you go, the AI if it carry you go far, bro. That's just it. So once again, Charlie, you have to understand what you are doing. That's how I will be comfortable. You is that, oh yeah, you are in control. If the AI tell you some nonsense, you know, go just press accept, then you go test them before you realize, say, oh no, quick, they get this issue, you bab.
Someone is saying on TikTok that Stripe is building an internal tool by just vibe coding it. And I've heard that Cash App has also done something like that before. I think even, and these are fintech platforms.
But they are not built by level 200 students. No shade to you, bro. No shade to you. Like they are vibe coding it from seasoned engineers. You need to pay attention to the fact that you can go wrong when you vibe code. And one of the scary things is that I read somewhere that AI produces production level code. And even through my experiences, I've seen that it produces production level code. Now the problem is, it's like you have a Ferrari and I'm giving it to a 16-year-old that, go and use to buy for at Accra and come back, bro. Your guy will take the thing. Probability that your car will come back in one shape is very shaky. Very shaky. So I'm not against it. I'm like, okay, cool. If you are trying to understand how like the coding environment works, then it's fine that you are vibe coding. But for production, like you work with me and I'll tell you that, run the job for me, then you go vibe code, I go take my thing back. I go do it myself. I'd rather be slow and make sure that the product is good and ready to go.
Yeah.
Then do it speed, then I'll give you nonsense. You bab.
Right.
That's just my POV. No shit to you, bro. No shit to you.
Level 200.
Yeah.
Wait, you're still in school?
I'm still in school.
Okay.
Mogbe.
I want us to talk about hackathons because you brought it up. Do you think there should be a hackathon for vibe coding?
There actually was one.
Really?
Shout out to Studentpreneur, and I was one of the judges.
I've never heard of
Oh yeah. It happened I think last week or something. Yeah,
it.
Studentpreneur.
It was only vibe coding.
Vibe coding. Yeah, they brought people from different schools, even Accra Academy came there, and they won for that competition.
So you think it's cool?
Me, the way I did them at top, and then I started to ask the guy. So one guy come, he said, "Hey, bro, I remember. Thanks for bringing this up." One guy come, he said he's building some medical noko. I said, "Okay, cool." So he came to do the demo, and then we started asking him about AI. He said that his AI is a rag. So he said some hula baloo. And I said, look, what you are saying, he said at first you upload, he said you upload the lab report. And then the lab report, it will read the lab report and then give you a diagnosis of the lab report. I said, okay, that's cool, right? But what you are saying is not RAG, because you are dependent on other resources, informational resources.
What's RAG?
Please explain what RAG is.
Oh yeah, Sasu, please explain RAG.
Why just down?
Can you speak directly into the microphone? Is it working at your end?
Yeah, it's working. I can hear you clearly.
Over to you, Jolati.
Why you do that?
Please explain what RAG is.
To me,
Woman is you. Give him some water to drink, guys.
so basically, RAG is more like, to my understanding, it's like you using more of like the code, the Python code.
Yeah.
Or no.
Why are you putting it on the spot? Just explain it.
Explain the thing. The guy comes to you, no be me.
Okay. So RAG is retrieval augmented generation or generator or something like that.
Okay.
Basically, you can give the code base, you can give your AI a sheet, like you give it a book.
Yeah.
And say that, and then ask the questions on the book. Then if all the information that it needs is in the book,
Right.
you So basically, like your knowledge bases, your how-tos, those things. When you use RAG, so you upload actual documents and then you put it in there. But this guy, as he come to talk the thing, I said this cannot be RAG because the report is there in gibberish and it's a single sheet, right? And they don't extract information from the report. You need other different resources to be able to understand what exactly the code base, like what exactly a document is. It's not question and answer.
Okay.
But it's deep thinking. So I'd ask your guy, are you sure? He said, oh yeah, it's RAG. I said, what model are you using? He said, Llama 3. I said, go.
Get that.
Go.
I think I actually have a problem with Llama 3.
Oh, really stress you
I
out
don't
there?
trust. I don't trust
Oh,
that.
do you
I
use
don't
like?
trust that.
So do
That's
you know
a
of Olama?
No.
Olama is a model that actually sits on your machine, so on your server, basically. So I was working with a. Can I throw away my tangent? Can I keep going?
You can go, please.
Okay, so I was working with a company like that, and what they did is what they suggested was to cut down AI costs. We put Olama on a new server. We had AWS credits.
Oh, okay.
And then we used our knowledge base and our data sets to train the model. So for that in RAG, what we did was we would do periodic updates. So we periodically pull the DB, right? Do you know what RAID is? RAID 0, RAID 5, RAID 10. Okay.
You're putting the mic code on the spot.
I'm going to neck out. I'm going to neck out today. I'm going to neck out. But that's the problem. That's the problem is that it's cool that you're able to build the solutions, but you need to understand what you're building. That's the only thing.
So that's your argument.
That's my argument, bro.
Your argument
The guy
is
you're
that
talking about
you,
now-
take the mic. If you take the
The
mic.
guy I was talking about with the medical report, right? He was built in Lovable.
Okay.
Of course.
It was built in Lovable, and then he had no idea what. So when he approached him and was talking to the guy was like, "See, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He was just throwing things he just heard, but it was working. It was working perfect. It wasn't still working. It was working.
Actually, yeah,
It was working. So
No. It's not about the application work, Scalability.
ego skill.
Oh, boss, I beg you.
Ego skill.
I beg you. When I build solutions that last the test of time.
Okay.
I cannot build a solution that will work 2 weeks and then after the 2 weeks they are calling me and I cannot do anything about it. That's a problem. That's a problem.
After the 2 weeks, can they call you to fix the problem?
There's no need for two. It's going long range. It's going long range. There's no
But
need for
listen,
2
the
weeks.
thing is, it's technology.
Yeah.
It's bound to have issues.
Yeah.
I've done videos for people that their platforms had to shut down a
Yeah.
little bit for maintenance and stuff. Can we trust the vibe coder to handle something?
You can't
like
trust
that?
the vibe coder like that.
Aye.
And they'll
So-
fix the problem.
Yeah. So you see
to
with
the
me, yeah,
to the bone.
to the bone. So you see some vibe coders when you're starting, you see they don't sometimes explore, right? So some people who start and like, are supposed to host your projects online, host it here and there. Services like Render. I started using Render to host my projects,
Okay.
and I realized that hosting it, you have to use different services, right? From Render, you have to use their DB, you have to go to Cloudinary to host your images and documents and all of that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And I realized that no, these people have been talking about servers,
Right.
Talking about servers, and I enter my server, then do this. I was like, okay, cool. What is a server? Okay, let me now sit down and then break it down. So I was like, okay, cool. I went to buy a server. Okay, I didn't know how to use a server, right? Cool.
What do you buy a server from?
OVH.
Okay, keep going.
So I bought a server.
How much was it?
It was about $6
Okay.
Yeah.
For
1 month.
okay.
So I bought a server.
Yeah, sure you bought a server,
Yeah, I bought a server.
not an instance.
No,
Okay.
a server.
Keep going.
So I bought the server. I set it up. I was using Gemini side by side, setting up the server.
Yeah.
So I told Gemini my problem, that this is what I'm doing. I was like, okay, cool. And I told Gemini that, see, I used to use Render to host my projects and all of that. Is there a possibility I can have something like that in the server to run as an interface for me? I was like, yeah, we can do that. We'll use Coolify. I'm like, okay, cool. So he told me to install Docker. When I install Docker in the server, then I'll install.
You store Docker on your $6 server.
Yeah,
Okay.
running.
Why do you have a problem?
No,
with that?
no, like I'm listening. Baby, I don't know. Me, I'm 2000.
You old timer,
I'm
you
old
be
timer. Me,
old
I'm
timer.
old taker. Back in the day.
Okay.
Please keep going.
I'm
So
listening,
You store
continue.
Docker on your $6 server.
Yeah, running. I can show you proof.
what?
OVH, yeah.
Okay, $6.
8 gig RAM,
You day your day.
sharp.
You day your day.
So I installed Docker in the server.
Yeah.
Then in Docker, I told me that I have to install a container. That was the Coolify. So I installed Coolify in Docker.
Okay.
Cool. We ran it, and then so like I should point my domain name to the server's IP. I did
Right.
that. Then we did the subdomain for the Coolify. We did that. I logged in and all that. It was working. And I was like, okay, cool. When I entered Coolify, it looked something like Render, but some different things. I was like, okay, now I'm in Coolify. I want to start to push my projects from Render there. I was like, okay, cool. Let me connect my GitHub to Coolify. I connected it. I'm like, okay, cool. It's making sense now. Since I have used Render before, I'm like, okay, I entered. It was like, let me set my environment variables. I set it, and I just click on deploy.
So wait, who is telling you to do these things?
Gemini, side by side.
Gemini.
Yeah, side by side.
And that is what this guy has a problem with.
That's a problem with
Now,
that.
why is Gemini telling you to do something you should know? Is that not the case?
Me, my own be say.
Take the mic, please.
Okay. So I work with service.
Yeah.
Right. My favorite place. I work in Central University. My favorite place is the server room.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it brings me so much peace.
Why?
Just there RAM. They have like 2 ACs and they have like 7 different racks. This is cold and you are just there, one with the machine.
Yeah.
Oh, let me even tell you a story. So they're trying to set up what do you call those things? So when captive, you know what captive is?
No, I don't.
Captive is when you try and enter a network and they'll ask you for an email and a password.
Oh yeah.
Okay, where the NSS people starts cooling. Then they on the job. Finally they use WAP. Do you know WAP? Have you heard of WAP? Have you heard of WAP?
No.
Okay, cool. They use WAP. WAP is this AI terminal thing.
Okay, that was the one I know.
Oh, then they on their job. Then they on their job 3 weeks. Started to call me. Oh, Charlie, when are you coming? Oh, we should send you the logins. We should send the logins so that I do it. And I went into the system and I said, okay, cool. The good thing was they were able to set it up to the end. The bad thing was now they wanted to allow them to reset their passwords, and that was problematic. It was problematic because the AI didn't know how to go about it.
So I had a similar issue, and I talked to Sasso about this. I vibe coded AI to use without any coding knowledge, but later I realized that I needed a software developer to help me with some things.
Shake me.
Thank you. And that was because I wasn't getting the verification. Like, if anybody signs up, they don't receive an email from the platform that welcome.
Okay.
You know, this is your, they don't even receive a verification code that. So I had to remove login, like, completely, and then make sure that there's nothing there. Because if I did that, I felt like it was going to create vulnerabilities because people's email accounts, and there was even a model for them to pay for subscription, and I was trying to use Paystack for that. But I realized that if money goes inside people's credit cards, mobile money, it's going to be very dicey. So I took the payment plan out and I made the platform entirely free. I lost money, right? I could have made money. But because I did not know, I was using, for the verification thing, I went to use some platform. I haven't forgotten the name. I'm supposed to get the API, put it somewhere, and what's going on, But I couldn't do it. Yeah. And I had to call on my friend who is a software developer to look into it and help me fix it. You see, so the bargain is like he's saying, you go and come back. He was saying you use something on your $6.
Yeah, Docker.
You put Docker on your $6.
I put Docker, yeah.
Hey, bro, if I show me this $6 instant.
So you see, he be old man.
Make a boss your mind. Then they use Heroku.
Yeah.
Heroku, they buy dinos. Dinos be $7. The dinos be 2 gig RAM.
I need to confuse the audience.
2 gig RAM, 512 megabytes.
Yeah, that be
and they run 2 applications for top. This guy, you put
Docker. See, mine be 8 gig RAM. You put 2 gig RAM.
And they use.
I know send me say go buy Heroku.
And they use 16 gig M1 Pro Max. Docker they slow my machine down.
That be you.
$6.
See, at the run now way I get 20%. I use 20% too of my RAM. That be all. I'll show you. I get proof. You see there, yeah, proof there.
Once again, me, I be
all time. I be all taker. Yeah, so
me, if I dey set up server, I dey use bare metal. Do you know what bare metal is?
Yeah.
Hey, you are good. Me, I dey use bare metal. Then me now I go set up all my.
Take the mic.
I go do my own Nginx. Yeah. I go set up my own UWSGI. Do you know what Gunicon is?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Tell you
This one, pick up the proc file.
Eh?
You did the proc file inside. Oh, look that one.
We are good. Proc file like this, then they be Heroku, they run proc file. If you
to
do bare metal, you know they need proc file. Proc file, you know they use anything. They use .ini. So you have a middleware. You have middleware that's a worker that's helping you set up the server.
Exactly, so that's cool for the interface. Because I'm a vibe code, I don't want to go and stress inside.
That's what I'm saying. You can't do that on production, bro.
Why can't I do that on production?
Bro, if you are doing 700,000 users and your middleware is proc file, you are using a proc file for 1,000 users. Oh, bro.
How that no go handle them?
The time I did on them, they are not fit.
You know fit, that be you. You all time, I take her.
This guy!
And then you take his count talk you. All take her, my boss.
What do you mean by his
$6?
See, you were saying he was using Heroku.
The mic.
It's instant. That was how many megabytes? 500 megabytes or what?
It was 2 gig RAM.
2 gig RAM. I'm using mine $6, 8 gig RAM.
That time I had to pay $7. I had to pay $7.
Look at this. We old timer. Come.
Jesus. Jesus Christ.
Okay. Well, we're out of time.
That's nice.
We've had a very solid argument.
$6.
Calm down.
Oh,
Calm
God.
down.
Relax. You put Docker on $6 instance.
Exactly.
You know the server you buy.
The
The
server
instance you buy.
No instance, it be server.
You go after that. You go show me.
I will show you.
Yeah,
You
you
go
can show you. But like, we're done. Okay. We still haven't come to a better conclusion yet. But I want your final statements each. Why should anyone stick to vibe coding completely, Sasu? And
$6.
I beg, please.
Why not they believe?
Safi, they say you want your final statement.
No, Nana could go
Nah, you
first.
talk first.
Yeah.
Be the master.
You
What
put
is your-
Docker on $6. You know, be Kubernetes you buy. It's
Nah.
$6.
Server.
You buy server $6.
Active.
They're calling you ancestor. They're calling you ancestor on TikTok.
Okay, you there or there? You there or there?
What is your final statement to anyone who wants to?
I think that vibe coding but if you are vibe coding, you have to understand what you are doing. It's cool if you use vibe coding to buy time while you go over the code. You bab. If the AI writes the code for you, then you go read them and say, what does this line do? What does this line do? What does this line do? Why did it do it this way? Why did it do that way? You bab. So say, if the AI started doing all like this, Charlie, you are look. I was thinking about like when I was learning how to write code, if vibe coding was a thing while I was learning how to write code, it would have bought me so much time, right? But the scary part is I could have deviated from actually learning and understanding what it is to just seeing that there's this model there to help me. I think that now vibe coding is where it is right now is for assistance. It's not for full blown building. Like you just tell the model will do it for you. No. That's why once again I think it's for seasoned engineers.
Kevin Black on TikTok wants to know when you started.
Kevin Black, that guy, so you know I post in MacBook and things. If my guy,
Get money.
that guy get money.
Get
oh.
money.
I like some front end guy or something.
He wants to
He
know
escalated.
when he wants to know when you started coding.
7 years ago.
7 years ago.
I started 7 years ago, bro. I'll be 8 this year. 8 years.
Okay, beautiful. Yes, Sasu,
You dropped it.
I will slap you.
calm down, I beg you. We are not slapping anybody yet. No, not Sasu, please.
So for vibe coding, I'll say if you are starting, don't push to production early. Understand what you are doing, right? Because see, when I was starting vibe coding, I was struggling. I was struggling. Struggling. I didn't know how to even host projects. I texted Nana Kweku on TikTok that I want to know how to do this. That was before.
Right.
Then he puts me on. Cool. But right now, see, like, if you're starting vibe code, ask questions, explore, right? And get your feet on the ground. Like, Charlie, for touch grass, yes, you go make mistakes. Yeah, you are.
We go over you.
$6.
Charlie, thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for coming. Really appreciate the time. Unfortunately, our time is over. We'll probably have this conversation again. We'll talk more about vibe coding without him, so the people who do not understand will not come and say you want a $6 server and start arguing with you. But thank you guys so much. That was Sasu and Nanakweku, who is the founder of Presto Wachi. Yeah. If you want to order their Wachi, you can quickly order it on WhatsApp. We share the details with you on our platforms. You should make sure to do that. But yeah, all too soon, the segment has come to an end. My name is Delpy, and this has been the Z Tech Show. I'm glad you tuned in. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed the show. We'll be back same time next week with another surprise. Hopefully another debate or another argument, because this seems very interesting. But let us know in the comments if you're watching us on YouTube, Facebook. Leave your thoughts about this particular segment in the comments. Would you like to see more of these? Would you like to be in the known for these things in this style? We'll be really glad to do so. We'll be really glad to proceed with topics similar to this and debate and argue about on the show. However, the time is up and I have to leave. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll catch you guys same time next week. But don't go anywhere, because my brother Stakes is up next with Highway 1019. We go talk more, Charlie.